Hello everyone and welcome. In this stream I'm going to do some chess puzzles with commentary and have a chat with anyone if they will drop into and ask me some questions. Feel free to ask me just about anything. I'm happy to help out with whatever I can. And if no one turns up, then I'll go through and start playing some puzzles. So one of the things I've been trying to look to earlier, so I'll go visit the puzzle dashboard, is I'm currently rated 1424. I'll see if I can get that up a bit higher tonight. So I'll start off with a puzzle storm. That gives us 3 minutes on the clock. We've got to solve as many puzzles as possible. I play black and pieces all the time. And once ready, whenever I find it's right to go. So this time I'll capture the queen. Here we can go through, check the king, and I'll grab the rook at the same time. Attack. Oh, sorry, I just minimized the window. In this case, I think it brings us over. No, it's not quite checkmate yet, but I can capture their queen. No. Let's grab that piece and then I'll grab their queen. Grab the rook, check, grab the rook, check, and then off we go. In this case, I know if I move the knight here, I'll fork the king and the rook. So a minute 30 this week, score of 9. I'll see if I can make it a little bit better. Grab the bishop and take the extra piece. Let's just go straight downtown. No, I won't leave that one there, but I will advance the queen and take the piece as well. Wonder why no, I just lost 10 seconds. There we go, that'll split there. So now I've got best score, same high score this week. Let's push. And that's it, new high score. Happy days. Oh well, new monthly high score of 11. So if I wanted to go back through, I can check the failed puzzles. So it's one thing to do a puzzle under pressure, and it's another one to go through and examine, really think about it, try and get better. For the next time you're under pressure, you might know the answer as well. So I'll go for a puzzle streak. This one removes the time pressure. So I can have as much to think about it as I want, in which case I'll move across. But I get one free skip as well. Best move for white. Let's go through, attack the rook, and put their king in check, and that way I can then capture as well. Because they've moved the rook down, I'm going to push it up with the protection of this one. So we've got the knight covering that square as well. So I can push the rook even further down and take it and be right to go. Not too sure with this one what to do. First thought was to send the queen over here, protected by the bishop, and it'd normally be checkmate, but we've got their queen covering here as well, so think I know what to do. I'll threaten the king with this bishop. Now we get that queen out of the way, and then no one else can do anything with that. I don't think this one's going to be but what I'm thinking right now is to move the knight across. That way I can then attack two separate squares. It's not under threat and gain some material advantage, but I'd still be down with two rooks versus one. But it's the best move I can think of at the moment. And this one I'm not too sure about. Let's try this. Advance the knight, attack the king, put it into check, and then it's either a capture or evade. And then I can go through the... good evening. I'm just seeing the comment there, but I don't... I'll have to have it translated. Sorry. Bear with me. Good evening. Hey, welcome. Hopefully I can help out. If there's anything specific you think I can help with, then let me know. Unfortunately, I don't speak Russian. If you could translate it, that'd be great. Otherwise, I can take some time and put it through this end as well. So I'll keep going with the puzzles and have a look over every now and then as well. So I'm pretty sure capturing the rook is going to be the next step for this one. Capturing the knight brings the king across, and I can then move the queen across. So let's go through and do that. No, okay. It's moving the rook up that would have got it into checkmate. I'll try for a new streak starting from the beginning. And I'm just going to straight up attack. So I think this will bring the queen out of the way, and then I can then advance to the back rank. Advance the bishop, it's protected by the knight, so I'm not too sure. That gives me a chance for it to attack the rook. And if I go here, I can triple threat and fork the king, rook, and queen, which I'm going to capture the queen one way or another. Do it with the queen. No, it's with the knight. That's right, I'll go for again. Go again. No, sorry, I missed out on that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to ever be a great chess player, but this is a nice way to explain some things, and with the language and learning some new words if you're already familiar with the game. They've advanced the queen across, so I feel like using the knight's the right move, but I think it will be. So if I move the knight down here, the bishop's going to threaten the king, and I can then move the knight further along and capture the queen. If I move queen here, I've got those sections covered, and it should be checkmate, not too long. Advance the rook, and then should be able to bring it here to cover everything. Those will mutually protect each other, and then the queen can go through and cover off all those areas and the escape areas. So then I can move the queen along to here. That other bishop will stop it preventing, and then it's checkmate. Not too sure about this one. I think I'll skip. There's nothing jumping out as a great move, but then I'll capture the queen. Goes all the way across. It can then attack from behind, forcing it to move. And no, okay. That's got it covered as well. So I'll jump into something that I'm a bit more familiar with. Just go back to some puzzle themes of just a mate and one. So I've got to make a one move to win the game. I move the rook across. It'll then threaten the king, and the king can't escape, so consider it a win. So this is effectively my puzzle rating score, and it keeps track of effectively how good I am, similar to the ELO ranking in chess. As I get better, it'll start giving me harder puzzles. If I move the queen up, she'll be protected by the pawn, and she'll be able to attack the king with no escape. She moves it across, that covers all the way down and there, which looks to be the best move. And off we go. I think the knight covering that square and then the queen moving all the way across will make this one complete. The best move for black. Advance the rook, and then it puts the queen under pressure. Sorry, puts the king under pressure. The only thing, the first thing I thought was to advance here, and the second thing is to move across the diagonal. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the diagonal, because the queen can then go across, and its own black's own piece was going to prevent it from escaping. In this one, if I go all the way up, the queen can be captured by the bishop. If I stop a little short, it's untouchable. This one's proving to be a bit interesting. Let's try the knight to here, which then threatens that square. The queen's got pretty much everything else taken care of, and the pawn, and yeah, the knight isn't able to be threatened by other squares. I think just pushing up the queen is going to get what we're after. Queen gets moved to here. We've got all areas and it's protected by the pawn. It covers there, so if I move the rook across, it can capture. Queen, and then it's protected by the bishop. Okay. I'll try and get up to 1400 and then see about swapping into something else. I'll move this one across. Yeah, it should be protected. And bringing, no. No, okay, so the first thing was thought to bring the rook down. Sorry, the rook to there. No, I'm just messing up all the colors here. I bring the rook to there, and to threaten the king, but it's also able to be attacked by the pawn. So if I move the pawn, I threaten the king and protected by the rook. Okay, so this one with the mate in one, that's going to be interesting. Sending the bishop down to the edge, and the knight covers those two squares off with the bishop taking care of the other two. Queen covers those two, and the rook covers any exit to the rear. Sending the queen almost all the way in. It's going to need to be done. If I send it too far in, this square won't be able to be attacked. Looks to be something very similar now. Might be a double move attack. So this area, they're all stacking on each other. So there should be no escape if I attack that way. So they've just promoted to a queen, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to save them. Move the rook across. We've got all that area covered. That area covered as protected by the knight, so it should deal with it. So just past 1400, there was a... So I'm going to swap for a little bit and go to a puzzle race. So join a public race. I get to play against some other players, and it looks like we're right to go. So everyone else is doing the same puzzles at the same time.
0.
So Just going to not commentate as much. No, the queen is the one we want to move. That's not going to help out. I'm going to skip this one. Then I can attack there in the upper queen versus a rook. Let's try that. That's right, I'll take the queen. The king under pressure. And then I can take the other rook. No, I'm not quite sure where to go with that one, so I can jump into another race. And waiting for a few extra players to turn up. Five, four, three, two, one.
Zero.
Okay. I'll push the queen. And then, yep, should be able to. Let's try it. No, that one's not going to work. My pawn's under protection. No, I'm just going to do. No, don't know what to do. Just about to run out of time. Oh, it's a bit better than I thought. I'll go back to something a little bit slower and try for another streak. In this case, I should be able to move all the way down and put it under threat. So if I move the bishop there, then I've got everything else under cover, so it looks to be mate in two. I think advancing the pawn, putting the king under threat, and then I can, yeah, move the rook along and cover it as well. Okay. Nice, I wasn't quite expecting, didn't see that one all the way from the beginning to end. But this will let me fork the king, rook and queen. So I'll capture the queen. Move that across, forcing the king to capture, but I've got the second rook. Torn between, well, this is the first thing that come to mind of capture there. I can see about capturing that from that side. There we go. That'll answers all the problems. I'm going to skip this one. Can't quite see what's going on. All right, so I'll move it up. No, and capture that was on the right. Okay. Well, go back to see if I can play against the computer. Don't think I've done a horde game on stream yet. So in this case, I'm white. We've got 34, 4 lots of 8. Yeah, 32. Sorry, 36. 36 pawns versus the normal starting opening line for that. I'm playing Stockfish level 1, which should be very easy to push over. But it looks like it's going to try and make me eat my words. Yeah, it's almost like it's heard me and said, no, not tonight. I'm leaving quite a few pieces open. Well, let's see how it goes. I'm trying my luck here. Yep, I'm definitely trying my luck. Because it should have taken it with the rook. It should have taken it with the rook. So I'm going to capture this one. And then if it's still... I'll see if I can promote again. Or I might take my time. You can threaten the bishop. Capture the bishop then. Let's bring an attack up through the middle. It should have let me win it all, that one, but I'll take the rook. There we go. That should be checkmate now. So that's Horde. I'm more than happy to take requests from the chat if they want me to play against the computer for a different variety or swap to some puzzles. Go with a crazy house. So a reminder of the rules of Crazy House. if you capture a piece like they've just done, you can then use that piece to place it down instead of making a different type of move. So it's almost as if the stockfishers have been reading my notes. I'll capture it and hope they move it back to the middle. So I can place this down anywhere I want. Oh well, I'll capture that. I'll place the second queen down here and then look to go into capture the rook and no, that's going to, there we go. That should end things up. I think I've got time for around about one more puzzle storm. I'm going to have to go pretty soon. Play the black pieces and all of it, 3 minutes on the clock, and time starts when I make my first move. That's right, I'll take the new queen. Let's try that and then capture that rook. Threaten the king, capture the rook, upper piece. This one I'm not too sure about. Yep, lose a bit of time. Grab the undefended knight. Should be able to bring it all the way across. All right, that's all right. I'll have to have a look at that one again later. Had a bit of a loss here. That's right. Draw the king away to then attack the knight. Sorry, not the knight, the queen. No. All right. No worries. Well, I'll wrap it up here. Hopefully it's been useful for some people. If you got any questions or comments, please leave a note. And if you want to see more of this, I'm more than happy to do more chess or do more Tanglet or Connectogram, whatever anyone requests. I'm happy to do some more of that to find out what if people like and give me a bit more guidance. So, okay, thanks for watching. Have a good night.